Well, hello, my fellow car maulers. How are you doing today? Welcome back to another episode of the Model Car Enthusiast podcast. This is our, check this out, Mark. This is our 19th episode.
19. Yep.
19. I think we're doing well.
Mark's our official counter.
And tonight's Knuckleheads, we have some of our regulars that everybody's gotten to know. Of course, our newest regular, Jim Drew. We've got Fred Pappy Henry. And we got Mark Hobby Dude 007 Batson. And then there's me. So our topic tonight is something that Jim brought up that really was excellent, is basically using non-hobby stuff on our hobby. You know, whatever, you know, finding other materials to use onto our models that we might find in different types of, you know, at the Home Depot or at the yarn store or at the, you know, Arts and Crafts or whatever. You find all this, or in the garbage, and you find this cool stuff that, hey, this looks like that, and I'll use it on my model.
Or just lying on the ground at a job site.
Yeah. Oh, I did. Yeah. You know, and you mentioned that earlier, Jim, that you found something once on the job site. I remember when I was in construction, I found some mesh material. This fabric mesh material was for repairing drywall, and it was perfect for 80s NASCAR window netting. So I still have some of that stuff, and I found that. Oh, this had to be back in the late 80s when I was last in construction. So yeah, we find that stuff everywhere, don't we? Oh,
all the time.
Well, we lost Mark. I'm sure he will be back.
Yeah, he'll be back in a minute.
He will be back.
You know, too, I mean, going outside the box, you know, I mean, Matt, you know, all the time, we always get this topic on the Luka C Facebook group, you know, paint.
Yes, we
so
do.
I'm not even going to go with the R word or the K word. But how many of you folks out there, all you guys, go to say Walmart with your wife, girlfriend, walk down the fingernail painting aisle? Guess what? That's hobby paint.
Heck yeah.
Yes, it is.
Pretty much.
That is dang good hobby paint, I might add, because all it is just thick lacquer that really needs to be toned down a little bit with some thinner. And
and now you mix it with the unicorn tears.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, man, that leveler. Whew.
Yep.
Some unique colors. Just beautiful stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
I only use lacquer thinner to clean my airbrush now. I use the unicorn tears for everything.
Yeah.
Well, I use it to thin. I do not clean mine. I clean mine with lacquer thinner. So
yeah, I clean my airbrush with lacquer thinner, and I use Mr. Hobby stuff to thin the paint.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I got 4 bottles sitting back here, and I'm not cleaning.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, anytime you see that stuff, you got to grab it.
Oh yeah.
Have you any of you tried MCW's version of that? I've been thinking about getting a bottle of that.
No, but I've talked to some folks.
I've got a bottle of it, but I haven't tried it yet. I've still got plenty of leveling thinner that I just have stuck with. I need to do that.
I've got some. As a matter of fact, I do. I do see a can.
Need to do somebody needs to do a Pepsi challenge with that. You know.
I got a question. You guys ever just take you just did your fresh paint job and you did your last coat? You ever just take the pure unicorn tears and just shoot it on over top of what you just did?
Yeah,
just flat out. Oh
I
my
haven't
God!
done that.
There's where the word leveling comes in right there.
Yeah,
it'll just tend to pull it right down. As long as you're careful with it, it just pulls it right down.
Yeah, that's an old auto painting trick to do, especially when you're matching panels. If you've done a repair, you put a new bumper on the car, and you do your blend in, and then you take the just the reducer and you kind of heats it all up and melts everything together.
I figured that out when I had a couple of orange peel problems, and I was like, "Oh, this is not working."
Good idea, Jim. I haven't tried it, but when you're talking about it, it's like, yes, I've thought about it and wondered if that would work. I'm
I
gonna.
absolutely hate repainting, so I was desperate.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shoot it at the same PSI that you'd be shooting out
Yep. Yep.
your color and
Ah,
reducer and the hardener. Wow.
Yep.
I've
Yeah.
heard of
you're
that.
just shooting it
Yeah.
straight. Just shoot it straight, Jim.
Yep.
Wow.
Right over your fresh paint job. Right. You just finished the coat. Go in with just straight thinner.
I'm gonna have to
Just
get,
mist it on.
I'm gonna have to do a practice by
Test it out.
tonight.
Yeah, test it
Oh
out.
yeah, that's
Don't
worth
take my
playing
word
with
for
there.
it.
Oh,
Man, oh
Jim,
man, oh man.
wow,
We
Jim, I
got we
trust
got
you.
something cool here.
I
Oh,
mean,
here we go. Here comes the lawsuit.
those darn knuckleheads, they don't know what they're talking about.
Giving all that
Who's
information.
that Jim Drew guy talking? Jeez.
Yeah, uh-huh. But
Like he's ever won an award.
honestly, guys, I mean, I'm sitting right here. I'm looking at four of my great friends. But you look at the time that we've, had within the hobby over the years. It's over. It's pretty close. It's over 100 years. I
Yeah.
hate, I hate to call all of us
Oh,
old, but I
oh,
mean,
True.
easily. I mean, geez.
but if you look, this is over 100
I think
years
we're tipping
in
closer to 200.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
things.
I built my first car at 6, and I'll be 69 next week.
I think I
Great.
did mine at 8, and I just turned 63. So there's 160. That's 100 over 100 there. So
Right between
Oh,
the two of
I'm
us.
70, and I think I've been building since I was 6, and that's been what's that 60, 65, 63, or whatever. It's a long time.
it's a while.
and Matt's been around since the first rock was carved out. So
Yep.
There we go.
That's
Yeah,
a lot of glue to
Matt's
stick,
so
guys.
old.
that wasn't glue back then.
Go ahead, finish that one, Jim. Finish it.
No, no, no. Not going there.
Oh no.
Oh
Uh,
man.
getting back
Well,
on the getting
we'll
back
get
on the
back.
topic. I mean,
Yeah.
there's lots of products out there that are non-hobby related that, I mean, we all use, and it's been used in like what Jim was talking about. It's been in the automotive industry. One-to-one scale. A lot of guys use lace. The lace to do
Absolutely.
the
Little
Oh
doors.
yeah.
lace jobs on the roofs and stuff. So
Yeah.
I mean, how many, I get weird looks when I'm going down the lace aisle. I get weird looks. I mean, here I am, 6'3", 250, and I'm looking at lace and fingernail polish.
Yeah.
So,
I'll tell you what, my hat's off to those guys who do the super
man,
multicolor paint jobs. Didn't you just have somebody on the podcast who did that?
uh,
Um.
uh,
Anyway, the ones
Wow.
that, it's like the 60s that got, purple,
Yeah.
green, red, orange, and it's different
yeah, all the
layers
candy,
and
yeah,
glazed candies. And
different
I don't know
candy.
how they do it.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah. That it. Sometimes you look at those paint jobs on the real cars, especially the guys who are doing it in scale now, and there's getting to be more and more people. We see it in our hobby. I just look at that and I go, I can't
that frightens
fathom
me.
the amount of time. How
Mhm.
many times you're masking, and
Yep.
then painting a little, or doing a fade, and then masking off again, and
Mhm.
pulling off. Oh my goodness gracious!
And the
It's just,
chances to mess it up. And
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Give me a solid paint job.
oh, any day.
That's my. I get a little verklempt when it comes time that I got to do a two tone job, and all it is just like a red car and just going to do gold down the
yeah,
bottom of the rockers. That
I want a
stresses me out.
solid colored race car with a lot of decals.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
Oh wow.
Oh man. Well, Jim, you got something that you like to do, and I've seen your work doing this, and it's something I enjoy too with us. And I know the other two guys down there, we build race cars, so this is a cool thing for race cars.
Yeah, this is race cars mainly, probably, that use a lot of aluminum.
A lot
That's
of aluminum.
exposed aluminum. And what I've this all stemmed back in the olden days, which I would call the early '80s. I was trying to figure out how to do pop rivets that looked real, and this is pre-photo etch. No, nobody
Yeah.
had any photo etch pop rivets, and I I was asking questions at shows. Anybody got any ideas? And getting nothing. And back when they had the message boards, nobody on the message boards, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. So eventually, I just, I had some aluminum repair tape.
Yep, good
Um,
old HVAC foil
yep.
tape.
Um, what is it? This is 3M's foil tape, 3311,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
and I got enough to last me forever.
Oh yeah, I
Mhm.
lost my roll.
Got
I
a
got it.
roll over here myself.
Yep.
I've got
So
one floating around somewhere.
So it initially started out with I would take some of this and apply it to the actual plastic part and burnish it down, and then take the barrel of a mechanical pencil.
Yeah, we got right there.
There we
Oh,
go.
uh,
And
oh, I know where this is going.
yep. But
Yep.
there's two ways I would do it. I mean, initially it I would start out just making an impression
Hmm.
in that foil that on the thing. And then I was thinking that doesn't look good because it's, when you pull the pencil away, it's sticking up too high. And I went, man. So I took an aluminum tube and rolled it over top of the rivets that I just put down. Pop. I mean, they
Nailed it.
just
Did it.
Really?
Nailed
just
it.
the right amount of flatness, and they still got the seam indent around it.
Wow.
So, and I think you got some pictures of one of my
Yeah,
cars.
like, dang, right there.
There we go.
Yeah.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Get the chaparral up there too.
Let's see.
That one's probably got a better example of it. Yeah.
Right
Oh,
there.
Oh
wow.
yeah.
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 Believe it or not, I built that one in 1984.
You're kidding me.
Nope, and that's all scratch built right there. That
Wow.
was
That suspension work, that's the stuff I
it's
love.
yeah,
That's the guy
it
for it.
started out as a monogram slot car body.
Isn't that
Mm.
something? That's impressive. It wasn't even
Yes.
like a detail kit. It was a
Yeah, there was no such thing back then.
Nope.
no.
But that's where that came into play. Whereas I would just put the indent in that foil. It also works, if you like got the disposable cake pans or whatever, and if you just
Yeah.
glue that to whatever plastic part, you can do the same indent with the metal barrel of your mechanical pencil,
Yep.
and then roll it the same way. It works pretty much identical, however way you want to do it.
Hmm.
But then that evolved into I would take the tip of the mechanical pencil, and I would the metal barrel, and I would sharpen it up against a piece of 400 grit wet dry paper, on an angle, so that it turned into a punch, basically. And then you push the lead up into the barrel, and then you pull that other slide up with that shows all the dots on the foil. That in the upper right there is a piece of the foil, and what you do is you press the tip into the foil, and you spin it vertically, and then you turn it 2 or 3 times. Then when you lift the pencil off, it'll actually pull a dot off of that
Off
foil,
of it.
and then
Yeah.
you take the tip of the pencil and you put it up against to wherever place you want to put it. And I find it works pretty good for like screw heads on dashboards and things like that.
Hmm.
Oh, I bet.
Little dots. Um, the thing with it though is, and you have to shoot some clear over it. Now that
Yep.
go back to that, Matt. That fuel tank right there. That is that I carved up a buck in the shape of that fuel and oil tanks. And then I literally burnished the metal repair tape on top of that. And I just sat in front of the TV and worked it in and worked it in and worked it. It was like being aluminum, doing some aluminum work on a wheel, an English wheel, only
Right.
only with your thumb or a piece of wood or whatever. But that worked out pretty good because the thing
Yes,
with
it did.
pardon.
So yes, it did.
Yep. And the thing that you can't do that with bare metal foil because you're always going to see that glue that they have
That's
underneath
right.
there. It
Hmm.
never it
Right.
never lays flat. So, but this repair tape lays flat. Again, this is another basically a slot car body, and all that stuff is scratch built again. But
What did you use on that seat right there, Jim? What did you use for cloth material? I mean, that.
So it's a medical tape that's got a ribbing to it.
Yeah. Okay.
And then what I created
Wow.
a decal of the tartan pattern
Yeah.
on um, clear decal film.
Yeah.
And after I laid the tape down on the seat that I carved up, and I laid that down, and then I applied the decal on top of that and put a lot of softener on it so that it would sink into
Oh,
the
and
tape. So
yeah.
there's another thing that's not hobby related, the
Oh, yeah.
medical tape.
Medical tape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Medical
I happen
tape.
to have a roll
But
right
there's
here.
a couple different types of medical tape. There's a type that's got the ribbing
Yeah,
on it.
there is.
Is that the one, Matt?
Yeah. I don't know.
And
You
then
see,
there's the other
Well,
type that's
you've
more of a
got
paper looking one.
you can see
yeah,
how
you've
there's
got
some
that
Yeah.
paper type, then you've got that kind of
count on.
fabric.
Yeah. It's more
Yep.
of a fabric.
Yeah.
And
And
I
that was
use
the
the
fabric
fabric
type
one
that
to
I was
make.
using on the seat
Yeah, the
there.
fabric tape like
Yeah, that
that.
works really good
Yeah.
to represent some fabric. It
This
might
is
be a tad
also
out of scale. I think
yeah.
it works better in like 12 scale.
Yeah,
But
it looks great. It's like a canvas. This is also great. You cut it in strips and you wrap it around headers. It's great
yep.
header wrap.
Yeah, that
And
was
kind of
part of the low buck high tech detail
low buck
articles that
high
we did
tech.
back in the day. Back in the day, Randy Durr and
Yeah.
I did. But
Yeah.
the paper one, I just did that rail dragster that I'm working on right now.
Yeah.
I used the paper stuff to coat the top of the two parachutes on the back of that, and then
Hmm.
painted
Good
that.
idea.
So
Yeah.
it looks more
That's
like
what I used
it
on
looks like
my.
Yeah.
canvas.
Yeah.
I used that on my Tony Nancy dragster shoot as
There
well,
you go.
and
Yeah.
it yields some great results. And
Doesn't it?
Jim, I love to scratch build, and when I find something, there's some things that are available now in 3D, but I still prefer to scratch build them.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It just it looks better, and I'll be honest with you, I feel better when I do it.
Yeah. It's an
I get a kick
Oh,
accomplishment.
out of
absolutely.
scratch
I'm
building.
so old school. I'm with you.
Yeah. It's
I
an
am so with you.
accomplishment.
Yeah,
Too, and Jim, you're talking about, you can use it for, for seat material, make seat belts out of it. Going to that,
Yep.
if when you're at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, wherever, go over to the crafting section where they got ribbon at. This right here is a
Yep.
lifetime supply of blue seat belts, and this is
yeah.
gosh, I ain't got my glasses on. This is the Ribbon Boutique 1/8 by one. Wait a minute, that's 1/8. Well, I can tell I ain't got my glasses on. It's 1/8 by 18 feet. So there's 18 feet of this blue seatbelt material on this King Blue, and nope, I didn't use it on the Bronco, but I did use it on something else.
Yeah, it's good to
But
have
I
all
mean,
those colors.
yeah, and I mean, I got blues, reds. I got some yellows. A lot of some of your NASCAR seatbelts are yellow, red,
Oh
blue,
yeah.
black. I've got lifetime supply right here. So crafting ribbon makes
Well,
excellent.
yep.
And they,
And
and they,
I'll take that medical tape and put it down on a sheet of metal or glass, and
yeah,
then take a rattle can of color and shoot it, and then I'll take an X-Acto blade and cut my strips out right on
mhm,
top of the glass.
Yeah. And then you have that then you have the sticky backing too to lay it down and it lays.
Exactly.
Yep.
mhm.
Yeah. Well, with the other thing with ribbon, like what I've been getting into is you were talking about the seats, but like I did these seats for this little Porsche.
Oh, wow.
Um, and
Nice.
yeah, they're like really, just get that. And that's a kind of a Porsche look. They like doing the what do you call that? The plaid. And I wanted to create that look so bad with this build
The old
that
school look.
I found this in
That's
the ribbon
Christmas,
section.
Christmas ribbon. Yeah.
Christmas
Wow.
ribbon. I got this one, and what I used on that one was a more narrower one, so it was
Hmm.
the colors and
The scale
it
looked right.
scaled down a bit. So I wanted to
Hmm.
get a couple different sizes,
Well,
and
Matt.
yeah,
Here's a quick one for you.
yeah,
Find a tartan pattern online, and then just print it out on printer paper, and then
mm,
soak that piece of printer paper in water slash glue,
whoa,
Man,
and apply it to whatever surface you want to use. That way, you got something that's in scale to that
that
pattern.
would That
Yep.
would work really good for those
It does.
Mexican blankets
It looks really
too.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That would work real good. Yeah, that's a good idea. I know you could. I mean, that's the thing now. Now with the computers, we can download any image we want and
Yep.
reduce it and create things like that.
Well, that's how I did this. That's where I got this the pattern for that seat in that Mercedes. That's I pulled that
Yeah.
off a line, but I printed it on a decal paper though.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Well, I like your idea of you lay down the medical tape and then when you lay the decal down, getting it real soft with the microsol or whatever, the one that softens it that really,
Yep.
and then it just
Um,
it kind of almost dyes itself into the fabric and
Correct.
gets around. Yeah, that's
that's the
that's a
micro.
great idea.
Yeah, micro saw. Yeah, saw's the
Sol's the one that softens it all
saw
up.
softens it. Yeah, really
Red-
soft.
The red one, yeah, I
Yeah.
love that.
I use the Mr. Hobby softener now.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I use exclusively.
You know, I
I
get
haven't
this.
tried that yet.
I get this question a lot because some people they see us using products like Microset, Microsoft. There's always this. Which one do I use first? If you'll look, it'll tell you because if you look on all your
Yeah,
Microset,
it's on it.
Microsoft, you got MI. It's actually MI1. If you want to use it, put this on first. Go to MI2, which is the red bottle, and that's second. This sets it. This softens it and contours
Yep.
it. So.
Now, Fred, I've never done the setting portion of it. Could you explain that for everybody who doesn't know what setting means?
Setting is microset. It just bonds it to the surface, to the flat surface itself. It gives the decal. It softens the back of the decal a little bit, not a lot, not as much as the micro saw does. But it sets it to. It actually bonds it better to the plastic or to the.
It improves the adhesion of what's
improves
on
the
the.
adhesion. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's where that
What's
comes in.
on the decal itself. Now,
Right.
the microsol, this little red bottle right here, if you've got contours,
Irregular surfaces.
irregular
Yeah.
surfaces,
Yep.
put that stuff on there, put it on there, and leave it. Walk away from it for a while. If
For
you've
a
got a
while.
little bit left over, get you get you something to blot it with. Don't start trying to move it because that thing is soft. Just blot that up, walk away, leave it alone because it'll dry.
Well, I'm Mr. Impatient. I have a hairdryer at my side at all times.
Yep,
So
hair, me
I
too.
put,
That-
I
that's a
put
good
some
idea.
softener on and I shoot it with the hairdryer after I blot it,
Yep.
and then I move on to the next decal
Move on
right
to
away.
the next one. Exactly. But yeah,
I'm in
that's
the
good.
middle of doing filming a video of doing all of that on a petty car that I'm
Okay.
doing all the red, all the vermilion or day glow, whatever you want to call it. And I'm having and it's the 81 Pontiac, and you know how the bumpers have kind of that ribbing to it, and you got to get that decal to get in there and like it's painted. And I've been it's a whole lot like what Fred said. I'll work on one little section at a time. I get it all set and got that stuff on it, and I walk the heck away and stay away from it. Because if I stay near it, I'm gonna mess with it. So I gotta leave the room for a while.
Yeah, that's if you don't, you're gonna be touching it.
Yeah.
Well, the nice thing about the mechanical pencils, you can get them in 4 different sizes. So
Well,
Yep.
yeah. See,
That's
you got
right.
me thinking. I'm going to be going out and doing some mechanical pencil purchasing and yeah, Office Max or all that. You can probably buy all the different
yep,
sizes.
you can.
I was at a
I've got 3 sizes, but I wasn't aware there were 4, Jim. That's
Yeah,
good
you
to know.
got 0.3 millimeter, 0.5, 0.7, and 0.9.
and yeah.
I don't think I have the 9, but I've got the other 3 that I use.
It looks like you're
Well-
going out to buy a 9, huh?
I'm
guess
an old
I-
school
I
board
guess I will.
draftsman from the 70s. That's
So
how
you
I got
got-
my career started.
You got one or two of them
Yeah, I got more than
in
2.
your arsenal. Yeah. Mark and
Yeah.
I was at a show last year, and I probably one of the South Carolina shows. I can't remember, but someone was looking at one of my builds. One of my cars, Pro Street, of course, had a blower sticking out of it, and they like,
I'm sure it did.
"What did you, what did you make your blower belt out of?"
Yeah.
And I was like, and they were like, "Where did you get that?" I said, "Well, go to Home Depot, get you a roll of blue painter's tape, put about 4 ply of it together, burnish it down, cut it the width of the pulley, and you have a blower belt. Paint it
Yep.
black." And they were like, "Wow, never thought about that." Well, that's, and I got a tutorial on my channel, West Georgia Rods and Customs, about how to make. If you look in my how-to section, it tells how to make that little blower belt. So
Well,
blue
How'd
Nice.
painter's
you?
tape.
So I took that one step further on that car that I'm doing, Fred.
Really?
Yeah, I got some evergreen square stock, really tiny square stock,
Yeah.
Oh, I know what
and
you're
I
gonna
and
say.
I
Yep.
cut little pieces and spaced them apart so that they're the cogs on the belt on the
Oh,
inside.
on the
Just
oh,
glued them
Man.
in there
on
with
the
some PVA glue.
on the dry pulley. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
man.
yeah, on the pulley and on the belt.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Wow, you say you're Mr. Impatient with the
I'm not
detail.
right. I'm just not right.
No.
None of us are right. We grew up in the
Oh
red
man.
glue era. A lot of these brain cells
Whee!
Yeah.
gone.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah, that's I have been always in my mind what would be the best way to do a blower belt and have the cogs and a lot of ideas, and that popped in my mind, and I went no
I don't
no no
remember.
no
Yeah.
no.
Wow.
Life's too
That.
short.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
takes a little extra time, man.
Yeah.
We'll give it a
Wow.
try one day.
I'll tell you what though, I don't at this point in my time, I those two cars that I scratch built for, with the slack car body, I'm never doing that again. I
Never.
will now I'm out, now I'm into just I want to get something done and move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Is it look good on my shelf? Okay, we're done. Let's
Yeah.
move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Yep.
In fact, those two Mercedes I'm working on, there's going to be zero engine detail in them. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too, I mean, it's just not, even though, we're talking about materials to use for the hobby, that to, bring your model to the next level. Shameless plug for MCB products there. But remember that, Matthew. But tools, everybody know what this thing is.
that's a
So
leather punch.
there you go. Jim knows leather punch, and you got different size holes. And I use this one quite a bit for either punching a perfectly good round hole in plastic. If you, I've actually taken, I forget which size it is. I have to find it on here, but punching thin holes in styrene to make.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
sometimes I'll do that to make coilover shocks out of this.
Right.
So punch it, push it out, drill you a hole through it, run you a piece of round stock through there. Take you some red. I like using red on for my coilovers because it shows up better.
Yeah.
Roll that up into a coil on an old nail or something because that fits right on there. Trim it, put that on there. Bam, you got you a set of coilovers.
Nice.
So there's all kind of different things. Wire, electrical wire. We use that a
Yeah.
lot for, plug wires, coil springs, things like that. So,
I got three different sets of the hammer punch type that had come down to like almost a millimeter size
oh
all
yeah,
the way
oh
down to
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I gotta put this thing up. If not,
It'll
it'll
bite you.
it'll bite you. But if this thing falls, this thing's heavy. Oh my God,
Oh.
it don't. It's like
It's
the
got
old
spiky things on it.
it's like the old proverbial number 11 blade rolling off your table, and you're like, ah.
We've
Hey
all
Matt,
had that.
you were talking about cigarette foil
Oh, cigarette
earlier
foil.
before
Oh
we
Yeah.
yeah.
went on
Yep.
air.
Yeah, back in my smoking days, and good thing I collect up because I quit smoking. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
And of course my favorite was Marlboro Light, so it had that silver, but it has that kind of a texture or a pattern on there that looks to scale in 24 scale looks
Hmm.
It
exactly like
does.
the heat pads or I guess the asbestos or fireproof pads or whatever they put down on the floor of the race car or on the firewall or all that, and to protect the driver from the heat of the exhaust.
Right.
And I
And
use the heck of that.
if you'll look at a couple of different brands, they're a little bit different.
Yeah,
This one is Winston, and you really can't see the pattern, but
Right.
uh,
Yeah,
there
you
we
can.
go. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
then you get a pack of Camels, and while it's still silver, you got a little bit different pattern in it.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on what you're going for, just for different, but
Or yeah, you could break up
same
the
effect.
pattern inside the engine bay.
yeah.
Put
Yeah, yeah.
wrap the mufflers in one and the
That's
you
kind
know
of
the
like
Yeah,
what you would
exactly.
do
Create a
with
contrast.
carbon fiber, the different types of carbon fiber decal too. Same thing. Yeah.
exactly.
All
Yeah,
like that.
I
But
got to give
that's an old school thing.
when I learned
Yeah.
about the cigarette paper, I got to give credit to Clay Kemp on that when he did that article in Scale Auto Enthusiast of when he did that Ted Musgrave NASCAR truck.
The truck. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
that
truck.
Dodge truck,
Mm-hmm.
and that's exactly what he said. It was from cigarette foil paper
Yep.
or something like that, and he used it for the cool can, for the insulation for the cool can.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that and I was like, I'm throwing these away constantly. After that, every time I'm pulling the paper out of my cigarette box after I get done with it. Good thing I stacked up on that stuff because like I said, I quit like 5 years ago. So
Yeah,
you
I
know
had a
always
what?
couple of
asking my
buddies
buddy
that
for
were
his.
smokers that I stocked up on theirs. Told them,
Yeah,
send me your boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jim, I really like the foil, the aluminum tape.
yeah,
Uh, but I've taken over the years. In fact, the Mustang I'm working on for Atlanta, Mustang Sally, I've got a lot of aluminum that's just nothing but the bottoms of old lasagna pans,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just
yeah.
cut up
Yep.
and but I'll take and punch the rivets,
Mm-hmm.
same method with a mechanical pencil.
most of
But
that. Most
spacing those things, I like to use. And Micromark, when I discovered them years ago, I went nuts. Pounce wheels for good even spacing. You got three different. And again, as
Oh,
far as how far
wow.
apart you want, I want
Mm-hmm.
the rivets.
Rivets, yeah, that keeps them
Just
evenly
roll
spaced.
those right along there, and then you got your marks for your rivets to go. Just a light roll, but
right.
simple
That's
little
a quick
things
way to
like
do it.
that too.
Mm-hmm.
Being an old school draftsman, I got a pair of dividers that I set at this spot that I want, and I
Yeah.
just press those in to the distance that I want between each one.
Mm,
Does
While
anybody
y'all,
know what
Depending on
dividers are?
Yeah, oh,
yeah,
I know what you mean.
I know
Depending on
exactly
the
what
shape
they're.
too, I still use
They
my
look like
uh,
that, but they.
Yeah,
dial
and they
caliper
got
to
just two
space them
needles.
too. Yep,
yep.
that's right.
So the big reason I like the aluminum tape is because
Well,
nothing looks like metal.
This
this
is
isn't.
That's
true.
This
right.
isn't. That isn't a divider, but it's the same
Yeah, it's the
principle.
same
It just
idea.
Yeah,
makes the
same
circle.
principle,
But
yeah.
this is a compass, so but same thing. Same thing.
Yeah, I've always felt that way. And earlier before you guys got on, Jim and I were talking about it. I mentioned years ago there was you could go to a print shop and they usually would recycle this stuff. They have this stuff called printing plate that they used to use for how they print, where they lay the
Yeah.
however they had
Mhm.
an emulsion on it, and then they have their pattern on there, and the ink would only stick to the emulsion that was still on there, and that's
Right.
how they would print flyers and stuff like that. So you had these sheets of aluminum, and you clean all that off, and they were just perfect. And it was so thin, paper thin, you could cut it with scissors, but it was a little bit. It had a little bit more firmness to it.
Durability.
They were very durable, and man, I still, but you know, it's not used anymore, so you can't get it. But one
Get it.
day I stopped in at a print shop. This is like in the late '80s. I stopped in at a print shop and asked them, "Hey, do you guys have any used or you're going to throw away printing plate? Could I?" Well, we recycle it. But I'll sell you some sheets. Like it was like nothing for a bunch of them, And I got a huge stack, and me, the nice guy that I am, I was like, I'm hero at the model club, and handed that stuff. And I ended up, oh, I kept 2 sheets for myself, which, quite honestly, I've been using it for years. They were big sheets, and I still have one of them left, and lots of little pieces. But over the years, and I've moved across country a couple times, they're a little bent up now, and it's like, oh man, to get another nice pure sheet of that printing plate would be nice. But
I had a similar hero moment at our club once. I was trying to find some decent stuff for black carpeting, and I ran across people who make their own telescopes. They
oh
line
yeah,
the insides of the tube with this stuff it's like a black crushed velour
oh
sticky
my
back,
goodness,
and you
Wow.
buy it by the
Wow.
roll. And I was cutting 12 by 12 inch squares and handing them out at the club meetings.
yeah.
I'll
You know,
never use this.
you know another medium, and I know what this stuff is.
Uh, the solder.
Solder. This is
Solder.
aluminum, or I was saying actually
Oh
aluminum.
yeah.
But this is plumber solder that is solid core. It's not resin, but because
Yeah.
resin's
Solid.
yeah. So resin, resin solid resin core is usually electrical, but this is the solder that plumbers use to plumb your, your copper pipes with. And I've got a lifetime supply of this is 1/8, 3 millimeter 0.118.
Let
Like,
me step away for 5 seconds. I'm going to take you
man,
one step
this
further.
this stuff is great for drive shafts,
Oh, drive shafts, huh?
drive shaft, or
Yeah, the big stuff.
exhaust tubing. If you want
Yeah.
to,
Well,
you're
I make
trying to get
when
it
I
to
make my
bend.
headers.
Yep.
My headers, the solid core is what I use to make
Yep.
headers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can get it in different sizes too. I mean, just didn't just this, 0.118. So, but
Yeah.
I've done roll. I've actually done
I've
roll
got
bars.
solder. Well, I do have resin core as well, but I've got that in a multitude of sizes.
Yep. Oh wow! Look
Oh,
at
there
Yep.
we
that.
go.
There you
There
go.
you go. Yep.
This
There you
this
go.
this 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 is lead wire from the fly tying industry.
Oh wow.
Ah,
People
Oh,
who tie flies, they
Mhm.
use a lot of this stuff, and it comes in. I got, and it's made by this company called Hairline, Hareline, and I've got z- 0.015,
wow.
that's
point point 0.025, 0.035, 0.020,
Mhm.
and 0.030.
Mhm.
And
Look at
this is great for like a lot of detail work.
on
And you,
engine,
Oh man, yeah.
engine bay. I mean,
oh
this
my goodness, and you can treat it like if you can't find a decent size spark plug wire, you can actually bend it up
Yeah. You
and
could use
paint it
that.
too.
yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
know.
look, the fly tying industry, and the only reason I know about that is because one of my wife's nephews he's got a business in fly tying, and I was checking out his
Ah,
stuff, and I saw this stuff on his bench. I was like, "What the hell is this?" So I
That
ordered
is
I
a
ordered these.
that's a great alternative for spark plug wires and detail
Mhm.
good
work.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then too, people, I see this on our forum, on the Facebook groups a lot. What do you guys use for uh, spark plug wire? You can use that. Get your if you've got an old USB charger,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
it is loaded with spark plug wire,
Wire.
and you know what colors in there also? Yellow. Sorry, Matt.
Ah, we don't use yellow. No yellow.
But yeah,
I just realized we missed out on the yellow spark plug wire day. That's usually Father's Day, and
yeah,
I
it
totally
was.
forgot about it. We didn't do spark plug
Wow.
wire. Oh my goodness,
Well,
I can't believe nobody brought it up.
I just made up for it. So
There you go.
happy belated spark plug Father's
Happy
Day
belated spark
yellow.
plug wire day.
Hey, Jim's out of the loop on this one.
Oh boy, I'll have to
Oh,
catch you up on it. It was
Fill
kind of
me in at
We'll
fun.
have to
some other
tell you.
time.
We'll have to
yeah,
tell you about that. But yeah,
yeah,
yellow
yeah,
spark plug wire is
yeah. It's very
apparently
close.
some people are not fans.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it turned into a Father's Day thing, and I
yeah.
started doing it every Father's Day on my Facebook group was Yellow Spark Plug Wire Day,
It's almost as
and
popular as our paint.
everybody ran with it and had
Yeah,
fun.
it's almost as popular as our paint topic. So,
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
for another date. So.
yeah, that was funny.
I'm sitting here looking around the shop. I'm trying to find. I mean, there's a multitude of different mediums that I use. That's why I
Stuff you
look
can
like.
find around the house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
where
yeah.
when you go out.
I mean, even at work. I mean, I work. I work at the world's largest airline, Delta Airline, and we have a plethora of just different mediums that I'll be going through a shop or something. And I'll go. Can I get one of those? What do you use it for? You use it in your shop. I'm going to use it to build model cars with. Oh, so,
yeah.
and I mean, there's matter of fact, we got a bundle, and it's how we tag particular, aircraft parts that we're putting into stock. It's a wire, just a thin wire, and we've got a bundle of them in the shop, and that's what
Yeah.
we run the tag through it, and then put it on the part, and it goes into inventory. But that is a perfect small gauge or small size for like under the hood stuff. And I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, I was in the instrumentation engineering.
Oh yeah,
So a lot
yeah,
of different job sites, the electricians are wiring stuff up, and there's
yep,
always scrap wire, and there, you got
yeah,
20 conductors of, 30
yeah.
gauge. It's
Hmm.
like, oh, I
Yeah.
could use that for
Hmm.
sure.
And
Well,
I
here
got
here
one.
in Spartanburg, we've got Harley Electronics, and I'm big on going in there to pick up the black heat shrink to make the roll cage padding.
Yep, perfect.
Oh
There's
yeah.
there's there's all kinds of goodies in there, and I won't go by a train store that I don't stop at because
Hmm.
there's
Oh,
some
that's a
great stuff
train.
in
Oh,
train, uh,
train. They
all
have
kinds of goodies in there.
the
Hmm.
parts that are in the train department for detailing out trains. You look at it and you find things. Oh, that looks like it could do this, or that looks like it could do that.
Oh,
Hmm.
plus
Yeah.
there are individual numbers and letter decal sheets.
Oh
Yep,
yeah, they're
yep.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Right.
They're
Well,
fantastic.
wonderful.
Yeah. And here's another one. I know Randy Durr said something about this, but those of you who are guitar players, you don't have to be a guitar player. But there you go, guitar string. I don't know if you
Perfect.
can see
Yeah,
that
perfect.
they're individually wound. You got these four here. So or through the top. I mean the three here, and the G string here. I mean the D string. I'm sorry. Geez, I've only been playing guitar for 60 years, and okay. So the smaller of the round wound, right there, which is the D string. If you go in and ask for a D string, electric guitar string, that you get the core out of the string. The round wound part is perfect for springs for return springs for carburetors. Boy, I had a hard time communicating that whole one. Sorry, everyone.
So I get the high E string. I always
The
ask
high
for
E.
the I always ask for the thinnest one they got, the
Yeah.
lightest weight one they got, and I use those for modern antennas on like sports race
Yes.
cars.
Yep.
You
But you
are
got to be careful when
100%
you
correct.
you got to be careful when you pick your model up, or you're going to put a hole in the palm of your hand.
Yeah, yeah, because
Yes.
this, yeah, that I do. I
Yeah.
always, whenever I restring my guitars, and I cut these strings off, I always keep the D string and the high E string for that same reason. This is perfect for antennas because it's actually they're it's very
They're
strong.
very
When you
rigid.
cut them short, you're not going to bend them.
Hmm.
Like
Nope,
you
it's
said,
straight. That's what I have to
they'll
say.
they'll
You're going to
they'll
wound
pierce you.
yourself.
They will pierce you. But yeah, the D string right here is the smallest of the wrapped ones, a round wound they call it, and you get that round wound off of the string, and you have yourself a beautiful return spring for a carburetor. And if you need bigger string
Is that the
springs, you can
same
get the
one
other
that
side.
Clay used to use to do
I think so.
the wheel studs?
Probably, yeah. Probably.
I don't know if you guys are
I,
familiar with shielding insulation on wires.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Oh
like
yeah.
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 well, I'll pull the an individual piece of wire out of that mesh shielding and then straighten it out and then wrap that around a really tiny drill bit.
Oh yeah.
That's what I use for my return
Turn
springs.
spring. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you said so. I didn't realize that. Yeah, you take the D string, either the A string or the D string, depending on the size. I didn't think about that, but you cut those up. Those are perfect for wheel studs because that coil. I mean, it's a screw. It
Yeah.
looks like a
Mm-hmm.
thread.
Mm-hmm.
I never
Well,
thought of that.
Wow.
He used that.
I've seen that done by several people.
Yeah.
I still spend a little extra and get the 000 120 threaded rod and then cut it up myself. I just
Ah, I'm
I
writing
just
notes
have it.
on this.
I'm keeping a mental one.
120 is 124/25 scale
Mm-hmm.
threaded rod.
That's
Man,
good to know.
none of
That's
my
good to know.
guitars have strings. I just never could. I played air guitar all my life.
I'm with you, Fred. I'm with you.
I still play it.
I
Play air
play,
guitar.
I play a dang good air guitar. I love it. Yeah. Anyhow,
Still haven't got my Grammy yet, though.
I am
Yeah.
still waiting. I'm still waiting on somebody to call me to play. But yeah, I mean, there's lots of there's lots of
Oh,
and
there's so many.
matter of fact, Mark and I we get Mark and I go to a good friend of ours, Gerald Wolf's Day with the Wolf. We love going to that each
Oh
year.
yeah, I heard
I
about
brought
that.
my 1/12 scale Camaro, and Mark did a feature on it while we were there. And we were talking, and we were looking at the interior, and the doorknobs or the door lock buttons on my 1/12 Pro Street Camaro are push pins.
Yeah.
Push pins, yes.
Push pin. Just I cut it off at about I'd say about probably about a quarter inch. Took a drill bit hole, a small drill bit, went down through there, put me a piece, put me some glue up under on the back of the door panel, pushed that thing down in there just like and left it standing up, just like it would be on in the unlocked position. And that was how I detailed the door panels on that 1/12 scale Camaro.
Or you get those push pins with those plastic balls on the end, different color balls. Got yourself a
Shifters,
shifter. Some
Hurst.
white ones. You could have some red ones, some yellow
Yeah.
ones.
Uh huh.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep. You can
That's
also
an old
use
one, Betty.
You can also use those small push pins, and I was going to do it on my Bronco that I'm working on right now for knobs on the dash. I got so
Oh,
far ahead, and I was going to shave the heads off, at least leave the indentation. And I was going to drill the hole out where it was at, and I was going to do it, and I got ahead of myself in the painting, and I was like, nah, it ain't going to happen on this one. So,
yeah.
Yeah, the push pins work really good for knobs and stuff on a dashboard.
yes,
For
sir.
Yeah.
for toggle
Yeah, they
switches,
do.
I'll
Yeah.
use some of the really thin gauge lead wire, and
Mhm.
I'll drill a hole and put a piece of that in and nip it off at the right length, and then I'll take a blob of PVA glue and put it on the end of it so that it's got that wide end like the old school toggle switches do,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
paint it up.
Trying to
That way it
find.
doesn't look just like a piece of wire sticking out.
Yeah,
And you
that's a
can
good
put
one.
it in any
That's
position
right.
you want since it's lead. So
Man.
And another kind of not push pins, but threading needles. So you get a very
Yeah.
small thread needle, little
Mhm.
eye and all that. I don't know what size. I don't. I just look for I go by eye, but you get a very very small one, and that
That's
is
a
great
beading
for
needle.
yeah,
Mhm.
and you can use that for the hood pins and trunk
Exactly.
pins like on a race car,
Excuse me.
and you could even
yep.
make yourself and take some of your wire and twist up the pin there to lock it down, so you could actually have hood pins on a car that actually are functional.
Man, I seen a posting on the Luke
Somebody
C.
came to say hi.
Oh, cool.
Hi.
See,
Dad, what you doing?
that's the new one, right? That's not.
Yeah, she's Amanda's new baby.
Yeah, that's not. Misha passed away, right?
Yeah, Mishka we
Yeah,
lost
Misha.
last
Yeah,
year.
I thought so.
What's the name of this one?
This is Okie Wan Pinoki. This
Oh
is
yeah,
Okie.
yeah. Okie, that's right.
Okie
Wow.
Wan. You want to go?
Okiwan. Nice.
Oh, she's got attention.
Here.
Like,
She's
mom,
cute.
Amanda just
mom,
came in looking for her, I think.
mom. Yeah, where's mom at?
Going back to mom.
Hi guys.
Oh, hey
Hello.
Amanda. Hey Amanda.
Hey, she's not supposed to be out here.
Yeah, she usually doesn't come out here. So when she came running in, I figured she'd got the door open somewhere.
She curious.
She just wanted to get onto the podcast. I know what's going on.
Probably.
Matt, I seen a good posting on the Luka C Facebook page this week.
Sometimes that happens.
Sometimes it happens, and it was a paint related, but it was how to make your seats. If you're painting your seats, how to make it look like a velvet, kind of a crushed velour, maybe.
Mm.
And I don't know if y'all seen it. I did, and it was taking a flat color paint like Tamiya, the XF line, and he mixed. Are y'all ready? Baby
Yeah.
powder. Put baby powder in it.
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
And I guess I don't know if he airbrushed it or hand brushed it or what, but I assume you could probably make that work by mixing the right consistency in there to give it that kind of a velvety look and using a pretty good size airbrush needle and nozzle.
Right.
So
Well, if when you think about it, flat paint is really all it is. It's got talc in it.
it's got talc.
And if you add extra talc, that makes sense.
It's going to make it look a little bit more of a a cloth or cloth type material. So
Yeah.
and he showed an example, and I was just like, it was done like in a desert tan, and I was like, wow, that looked great.
You just reminded me of something similar that I do to make like these 12 scale cars that I do on the wall there, the old 1930s and 1920s, they're cast engine blocks.
Yeah,
Well, the
Yeah.
kits,
yeah.
the ones that the plastic ones in the kit, they're just nice, bright, smooth, and all that. But and it's I I do it in the paint booth. I'll take Mr. Hobby Glue, the extra thin,
hmm
and I'll just put a big blob on top of it and let it sit on top of it. And I'll take like a wire, like the tiny Dremel wire wheels, and I'll just jam it into that and push it around while it melts the plastic around.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then,
okay.
and then it gives it a nice relief, and then
Yeah.
shoot
Texture,
that
yeah.
metal color.
wow,
Yeah, texture. That's the word I couldn't get.
Texture.
texture, yeah, texture.
So something kind of
Excellent
similar,
idea.
just for
Well, that's
texture.
an excellent idea.
Thing though is you got to do it in a nice ventilated area because that stuff's pretty toxic,
Yeah.
especially if you're using a lot of it like that.
See what happens, folks. You get 200 years of modeling knowledge together. You might learn something.
In one show.
In
And
one
the stuff you
step.
forget, like you just reminded me of that.
Yeah.
I forgot more than I've ever learned.
Now, something I use.
man.
A lot of people use flocking. I
Nah,
started using embossing powder about 8 or 9 years ago.
Mark,
I love that stuff.
I have.
I haven't tried it yet.
my wife was a rubber stamper, so I still have all of her embossing powder.
Oliver.
Absolutely cool stuff.
Hobby Lobby.
And
Hobby
there's so
Lobby
much
is
of it.
loaded with this.
Yep.
So
I've
so
got
what
it
is
in-
the what is the
Yeah,
what is
all
what it,
kinds of colors.
Yeah, I mean,
what's it really used for? Embossing powder.
So what they do is they put a sticky medium down, and then they shake the powder over top of the sticky medium and knock the excess off the card, and then they shoot it with the hobby heat gun. And what it does is it melts it down and makes it gives a nice embossed relief. I wish you could do that in decal paper though,
Mhm.
because
Oh,
Boy,
that
that
could
would be
be nice.
great.
that would be great, but you can't. Just I've
Yeah.
Oh,
always
did
thought
someone
something
try that?
embossed would be cool,
Did someone
or
give that a try or something?
or make rivets, with
Mhm.
embossing powder,
Yeah.
on a decal film that way, but you can't. I don't.
The
Yeah.
also the other upshot of using embossing power, from what I understand, is it's also paintable.
Yeah,
So
Mhm.
you
Yeah,
could,
it is.
like, if
Yeah.
you got white or gray or something,
You want
you
to
put it
change it?
on the
Yep.
car, and then you can go back and paint what color you want.
Yep. You can
and
airbrush right
back to
over it.
what Fred brought up, you could probably mix some of that in with whatever brush paint you're putting on
Yeah.
a seat or whatever,
Yeah.
and brush
Yeah.
that on, and
Mhm.
Yeah,
you'd
there you
have a
go.
nice
Yeah.
texture there.
Yeah. I
I
just
have
did
actually, to give it a little bit of a worn look, mix a little like charcoal gray along the edge with the black, and
Mm,
it works really well.
Mhm. Mhm.
Of course,
This
nice.
is
it's a very fine powder, but I think it looks really good.
what
I
y'all are
gotta go get me
what
some.
y'all are learning today is a lot about fooling the eye.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fooling
That's
the
all.
eye.
Yeah. Exactly.
Here's another one I use. Sorry to interrupt you, Fred. I'll take the pastel powders,
Mhm.
chalk sticks, and scrape a pile on
Mhm.
different different dirty
Perfect.
colors,
Yep.
and then just take an old flat paintbrush and just put it on top of like an engine or whatever, and it gets rid of that fake looking glossy,
That
and
sheen.
it
Yeah.
breaks
Mhm.
everything up.
Yep.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
Well, I'll give credit where credit is due. I learned that little trick from Amanda, from her crafting and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So that's, in fact, I've used some of her watercolors for washes and some colors that I didn't even think about that turned out really well.
Really. Just regular watercolor paints.
Yeah, just thin it down a
Wow.
little extra. I mean, which makes sense. You just don't think about it.
No. Yeah. Jeez. Never thought of it. Never thought of it.
I
Got a
can't
lot of
reach it.
that stuff around too, because Felix loves watercoloring. I might be stealing some of his paint.
Oh Lord.
Could cause a problem.
I
Mm-mm-mm.
used
Fire.
I used some emerald green metallic uh, paint that my wife had in her crafting room to simulate a satin dress on a female figurine I put on the old
Yeah.
Mercedes Benz, and
Now
I
that I've
can't believe how well it turned out.
now that I've got the hobby room finished and it's complete, I'm looking
It's
around. I'm
it's
trying to
never
find.
finished, Fred.
Uh,
Go on.
I see a lot of wall space back
I don't.
behind you. It ain't
Oh
finished.
yeah, no, it ain't. No, it ain't finished. But I'm looking around. I'm trying to find. I look at different builds, which I'm sitting right here. I'm looking at some of them over here. I think back on some of the different mediums that I've used in in each build. There's tons of it in here. I mean, K&S tubing. I've used that for
Oh,
years.
Oh,
Love
yeah.
love me some K&S tubing. Solder, different sizes of solder, flocking. It's just there's just a medium out there for just about everything to
Everything.
You
everything.
can
I
yeah.
buy
mean,
you can buy stainless hypodermic tubing online too in
yeah,
different thicknesses, and
Yeah.
that's
yeah,
great stuff.
yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
That's a thought.
I'm sitting right here. I'm just looking down through different things that I finally got out. Golly, man, and now that I've the I mean, I've got back to where I can build. I haven't built. Matter of fact, Tim texted me the other day. He said, "Fred, have you even started the 1/16 scale Pontiac GTA yet?" No, no, we haven't even. I have. He ain't either. So
No,
he's
I talked to him this morning on the phone.
yeah.
Uh, he was going to come on. He would have come on, but it's him and Pam's wedding anniversary today.
Oh yeah, yeah. Golly,
Oh, well,
So
happy anniversary,
yeah,
Tim.
happy, yeah,
happy anniversary,
happy
Pam. Poor
Pam.
Pam.
Yeah, poor
Oh,
Pam.
Pam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
But yeah, he was telling. He goes, man, I got to get on that Firebird. Fred's going to kill me.
No.
Well, Fred
Acme's
ain't
just
started
around the
either.
corner.
Yeah, he
And
checked me.
remember, he's the guy who's got picked the neck USAC build,
He's going to
Freshman
and
be,
so
row.
yeah.
whatever he's picked, then we're all got that on us.
Oh my God, he'll probably pick a Pontiac GTA 116.
This is exactly
Uh,
why I don't get involved in buddy builds.
Tim, Tim,
uh,
Tim. I know
we're
you're
gonna
gonna
drag
watch
you in one
this.
of these days.
Yeah, Tim. He's probably yeah.
I'll do that
You gotta get in on
24-hour build
USAC.
once in a while, but that's it.
That was
If you're ever to get involved in a group build, you gotta get into the USAC build.
yeah. It's a wow.
Yeah.
It's fun. A lot of fun. Matter of fact, let's see if
Yeah, I think these two guys are the only ones who have, and Tim are
there's
the only
all,
ones that have completed every one. I haven't.
that right there. There's all 5 of mine. So
Yeah.
sitting on the big Camaro. Matter of fact, so
Is it a time frame?
1 year.
Oh shoot, that's
No.
easy.
Oh, not for the
No,
USAC
for
build.
USAC. No, that
6
1 year.
months.
That's
6
from
months.
September to March.
March, right? I was thinking of something else. Obviously.
Giving a plug to the USAC build.
Fred picked a good one last year.
Thank you.
He did. Probably one of our most popular.
hmm
I think
Yeah,
it was
it
the
was
most popular.
USAC.
thus far.
It was highly received, and I really did enjoy. I enjoyed.
I had fun with it.
I was humbled,
it was
humbled to be
fun.
picked, but I was humbled. I was like, man, I want to do something, and I mean, everybody's like, God, Fred's gonna do a pro street. No, I was like, ain't gonna happen.
You guys ever do the
You did.
24-hour build?
I did it one
I am.
time, Jim. I did
I
it
have.
one.
Oh no, not 20. I'm getting into. I like getting into the 48-hour build.
Yeah, I think
did
that's
that.
more my speed now.
Yeah, I've done the
48-hour
48
build's
hour.
fun.
I've
That
completed
one
6 of
that's
them
put
out
on.
of about 12. So
That's put
I
on by
jumped in on
Mahler.
the earlier this year. I jumped in on the 3-hour build.
what
We were
3 hour?
live the whole 3 hours.
was
Wow.
that?
I got
Legos?
right down to the edge. I got one decal on it, and then the time ran out.
Good.
But
Oh.
I had everything ready to go, ready to paint. The minute it started, the paint was mixed, the airbrush was ready. When the clock started, I cracked the box open, did a little sanding, started painting.
Yeah, the
Man.
last 3 years I built a 6-hour nap into it now. So
Yeah.
there's no way I'm doing 24 hours.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did the 48 hour one year. I think I did a Testers. I think I probably got it somewhere. Yeah, I did a Testers, uh, like the Roadster with the big wide tires. It was already painted and everything. All I had to do was just assemble the darn thing. But
Yeah,
it was fun. I enjoyed doing that.
I have a good time with the 48-hour. The fun thing with the 48-hour build is lots of times there's guys on Discord or doing like what we're doing, but just no, it's not being taped or on the internet. But a
Yeah.
bunch of us get together and BS while we're at the bench working.
Yep.
But yeah, this year it's on the weekend of July 25th and 26th.
25th. Yeah.
We do the
Yeah.
we do the weekend of the 24 hours of Daytona.
That 24-hour build is that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that one, and then there's this 48-hour build is kind of around the same time every summer, and
That's-
I've gotten into that. This will be my 4th one. I just have a good
Yeah.
time with it. It's fun.
Yeah, we used to have every 4 hours we'd have a group call in just to see
Yeah.
where everybody's at, and then end it real
I want to
fast.
get into that one of these days. I was going to do it this past year, but I had something going on that weekend and missed out on it. But
It
those
takes
are
its
fun.
toll on you though.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
it's
those
a
two.
fun challenge.
Yeah, but it burns you out. It took me 2 days to recover from last year's. So.
Yeah.
Takes me
Yeah,
48 hours to figure out how to open the box.
I know. I was
What
advised.
did and what did I do with the instructions? Stinking.
I was advised when I first got involved in it not to build race cars. So what do? I build race cars.
Build a race car.
Last year, though,
Yeah.
I actually and I really enjoyed the build and had fun with it, and it looks great sitting in my my case over there. I did the that AMT Snap Kit 49 Merc, and I weathered it all up and slammed it fit, and I really loved how that was fun. That was a fun build. I just wanted to take it easy on myself. This year, I'm gonna be doing another race car. I'm gonna be doing a modern cup car. Oh, so
Mark so graciously brought up the A word a while ago, the Acme Southern Nationals coming up in
oh yeah,
October. So that's one reason why I couldn't do the podcast that's coming Sunday. We have our Acme meeting coming up Sunday. It's going to be a lot of talk about a lot of our meetings going to be the topic of the upcoming show in October. So everybody set your calendars for that. More to come on that. I will more than likely get Mr. Wayne Weber on. You know what? We might try to get Mr. Wayne on here one. I'll talk to him.
yeah, we should.
We get Wayne on here and we'll talk. We'll talk about the club.
Yeah, let's get him on too.
Some of the things that we've been doing, not just within our club, we've been doing a lot of making takes. We've hosted a couple of good making takes at the Savoy Auto Museum in Cartersville, which is just right up the street from our show venue. We've also done we hosted a make and take for the Georgia Street Rod Association down at Perry, Georgia. They had their one of their big one-to-one shows down there, and they invited us up there, and we had a wonderful time hosting a make and take for a lot of the kids and stuff. We also did a thing. It was called a sip and snip.
What?
Oh, that sounds great.
Well,
Sip and sniff.
it's called a sip and snip, and what it was for adults at the Savoy Auto Museum, which we're a big we help out a lot with the Savoy with different exhibits that comes in. One Friday night, we're going to do another one right pretty close to our Acme Southern National show. Right, I think it's going to be after our show, but we're going to be hosting another. It's called Sip and Snip, and what you do, we are building. You get to come in, you get to sample wine. That's the reason the sip and snip is
I see where this is.
you're snipping out parts from the James Bond Aston Martin snap kit, which
Oh boy.
I forget how many parts it is, but I don't think nobody successfully finished the kit that night. But
Oh, I believe that.
it was very well received. We had a lot of men and ladies come in and participate in that, and they had a good time.
How neat.
So we're going to be hosting another one of those in I think November, right after our show. So,
I live
Well,
on
I
the wrong
want,
side of the country.
if you don't mind, I'm gonna glam in on a plug from my side over here.
Do it.
I
Yeah.
am. Don't hate on me. I'm a rivet counter because I'm an IPMS member, and I'm also on the Nationals committee.
there we go.
And the only reason I want to plug this is because us car guys are starting to give the military guys some scares, because we're starting to pony up on the tables, and they're like, wow, because the level of detail over the past 10 years has gone through the roof on the car guys, as you all know.
Yes.
So it used to be pretty much, there's a car with some spark plug wires, yippee dippy, and a halfway decent paint job. Nowadays, it's like nth degree. I mean, I look at stuff and go, I can't build that. So, so that's in Fort Wayne in August, and I don't have the date in front of me, but if you're interested, anybody who's wants to be. Unfortunately, you have to be an IPMS member to enter it, but you don't have to be a member to go there.
Mm-mm.
But the amount of scale models at the Nationals just is mind blowing. I mean,
Staggering, yeah.
It is. It's and
we can all appreciate any genre of model when you go look at.
I love miniatures.
Figurines, planes.
Same.
The only thing I can't stand are tanks, but that's just a personal thing.
Yeah. I can turn around in this room, and I can see. Yeah, there's an airplane or two in here. So.
Oh yeah, I got
a few
two.
things.
I got 2 wingnut wing kits that I'm going to be entering. So
This,
Got a net.
this was a 48. This was
Got a,
I think, no, it was a thing called the turkey shooter, turkey,
the
turkey. But over Thanksgiving, one
Thanksgiving.
of the
Yep.
you have
Thanksgiving
my
weekends,
rocket
we
garden
did
up
that.
there.
Oh, I want to do rockets so bad. I want to do a so bad. I want to do a Saturn rocket. I've been wanting to get one of those
Yeah,
kits.
I'm an Apollo. Well, actually, I'm a Mercury and Apollo and Gemini nerd. So
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. Big NASA nerd
I've
here.
got, matter of fact, I can't remember if it's a Hasegawa or what, but I have a 747 with a shuttle sitting on it out in the
Yeah,
Nice.
dash.
that's a cool one. That is a cool one.
Yep. I
I'll
want
tell
to
you
Yeah,
do
what,
it.
I damn near cried when I saw that starship land on the chopsticks.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
The
I
amazing
am.
things they do is just mind blowing.
Oh, it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
It
I
is.
am definitely a lover of all miniatures. When I go to IPMS shows, I walk around and look at everything. I enjoy mo- uh,
And you
that's
can learn a lot from these guys too.
you
Yeah,
can.
I was
yeah.
going to
I've
say
always
everything that I've learned about bending and using photo etch, I learned from ship and aircraft modelers
Right.
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 in
Yes.
local. And I'm IPMS too, but I've learned more from those guys about not just bending and using photo etch, but how to properly paint it because
Yep.
you're painting a different medium. So
Right.
whether it's primed or whatever paint, and how's it going to adhere to brass or
Mhm.
stainless or whatever the photo etch is.
And mild
Uh,
weathering to make things look good. I mean,
Right.
yeah, yeah. So
I
it's
always I do that almost on every one of my builds, even if
you
it's
can
supposed to
learn
be something
from
sparkly
different
and beautiful.
genres of modeling
Mhm.
that'll apply to yours
Yeah.
anywhere.
Absolutely.
And I've done my share of. I've got some airplanes and some tanks, and I've
Oh,
got
yeah.
submarines.
I'm a figure painter. My high
One,
school
two,
history
three. I
teacher
got
was a
about three
figure
or four
painter.
submarines back here. But of course, my last. You
Is that
see
your
the name of it,
deployment?
by the way, don't you?
The
I do.
Phoenix.
The Phoenix.
The USS Phoenix.
Mhm. Mark has a dolphin on his lapel. For
A
those
what?
of you,
Nice.
a dolphin.
Oh yeah,
For those
yeah. I've
of you
got
that
my
don't,
dolphins.
for those
But
of you
yeah,
that
I've
don't
got my
know,
submarines back here too. So
if you've
You had to
served
go
up,
through a lot to qualify for that dolphin too.
yes,
I
you
give you
Mm.
did.
yeah,
credit
you
for
do.
that.
Mhm.
You do. And as an officer, it's even worse.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
That you are. You are right.
And then that's impressive. That's
I
super
have
impressive.
I last year I did the CMS Hunley, the
Yeah,
Confederate.
I've got one of those, but it's not finished.
It's not that good of a kit.
The one I've
See, my,
got's not either. It may be the same one.
It's probably the same kit, but I had to put some figures in so people could just realize how small that thing really was in real life.
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it was tiny.
I my
It,
thing, what I actually started, and as a kid, what I didn't do a lot of model building as a kid, but most of it was spaceships, cinematic spaceships, Star Wars and Battlestar Galactica and all that. So spaceships are my thing. That's like my if I wasn't into cars so much, that's what I would be as a spaceship modeler. And I've been collecting up spaceship kits for a while, but I've got this thing. I just have this feeling if I build a spaceship, I'm going to be like cheating on my girlfriend because I just haven't. I haven't finished enough car models. I have a quota. When I get three more kits done, if I can have three kits done this year, I will allow myself to build a spaceship.
Man, it's called a breath of fresh air. Just do it.
Yeah.
Change the
something, yeah,
pace.
Guilty. Go
something to
guilt.
change the pace. But one of the
Maybe that'll
most
fire me off.
hyper detailed kits I've ever seen was a battle damaged. I think it was HMS Hood, but it was a starship from Star Trek. But
Yeah.
with the battle damage, they had split photo etch pieces hanging out, and
Mm-hmm.
the damage between the paint and the actual physical
Yep.
Where,
framework that was
yeah.
blasted through. It
Where did
was
Where did we see
Unreal.
that? I've seen that. Where was we at, Mark? I remember seeing that. It was at South
I think
Carolina.
the first time I saw it was actually at the Atlanta IPMS
That was
group
it. Yes,
show.
at the
That
yeah.
thing was
Atlanta
unreal
IPMS.
because
Yes.
even the lights inside
Mm-hmm.
were like shorted in certain
Mm-hmm.
bays, had short in
Yeah.
the wiring or
Yes.
something, and the battle damage, and little
Yes.
flashes, and
Yeah.
So
it
I knew
was
I'd seen
it
that.
was
I guess what we're saying here, people, is that don't keyhole your stuff into just cars. Get out there and take a look at
No.
some of this
Yeah.
Models are cool.
IPMS stuff
Yeah.
and ask questions, and they'll help. It really does improve your car building skills.
It
it
does.
does
It does.
It
it
does.
Getting
does.
involved with armor and aircraft builders and stuff,
Mhm.
I learned so much from them for weathering. I love weathering my like Jim you mentioned, and you and I've talked about a ton, and just a little bit of weathering just to
Just
and
enough.
Randy and I were talking about that. There, he does it too. He has this beautiful, let's take for instance Randy's famous Camaro, the Penske Camaro he
Oh
did.
wow.
But you
Beautiful.
flip that over, you look. There's some dirt on there.
Mm-hmm.
He put a little bit of dirt. I know, Jim. You what was it? You did. I can't remember what it was. But a very old race car. The time when the drivers would fly out of them if they flipped.
Oh, I've
Um,
done a number of those.
what was it? A Bugatti? Was it the blue one or something? But I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
the model was beautiful and it was shiny. But you notice he had some streaking of like a little bit of rust streaking here and there, and it was just
Some
subtle.
schmutz.
Yeah,
That's it.
that
Yeah,
one. I love that
beautiful.
model. What is that? Is that a Bugatti?
it's a Talbot Lago.
Exactly, that's what I said.
It's French.
Okay.
And
Okay.
speaking of railroad numbers, that's what
He's
these are.
he's holding his pinky out
Yeah.
when he says that, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go.
Railroad. No. Yeah. So that's a thing over in the railroad section at a hobby shop, or if you're lucky enough
Yeah.
to have just a model railroad store. We used to have 3 here, and they all shut down. It broke my heart. But you go into their decal section; they have some amazing decals for
Mm.
just really useful stuff.
Yeah, our railroad store
Yeah.
shut down about 20 years ago. I was
You know,
really
a lot of people, a lot of model car builders, they frown on, aircraft, but I mean, hey, it's one of
You
my
could-
one of my Grail kits which I have it now, is a one. Forgive me on scale. I can't remember if it's 148. What's the next one? No, next larger.
32nd.
130.
32nd or 35th.
It's a 132nd, maybe a 132nd, 135th Tamiya Corsair F4U Corsair.
Right. That's a big plane in that
It's a
scale.
big plane. It's a big kit too,
Yeah.
and it's loaded down with photo etch, all kind of stuff. It's
Oh,
sitting
I
out
know
there,
what
but
you're talking about. I'm terrified to get it.
one of these days, I'm gonna break that sucker open. I also got a Tomcat. I got an AMK Tomcat sitting out there, F14 Tomcat. So,
Well, I have a stash of World War One wingnut wings kit, and that was always
Oh,
afraid of them. But
those
I just
are
loved it. I love the World War One planes. So eventually, I broke out two and built both at the same time.
those wingnut wings
What a
are
pleasure those kits were.
mhm.
They're
Beautiful
not as
kit.
intimidating as you'd think.
those
No.
kits are amazing.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, we went way off topic, but
Boy,
I
that's
know we did,
okay.
didn't
Didn't
we?
we? And if
That
you,
is okay. That's what these podcasts are for.
and if you
Good
haven't
com-
learned anything, you wasn't listening. You fell asleep at
Heck yeah,
cigarette paper.
this was a
Hey, I
darn
learned
Yeah,
good
you
one.
got a
Great
couple
to
hundred
go
years
there.
of skill sets here. So
This is true.
Yeah. Couple 200.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, some of
Man.
them seen different mediums, rock,
Yeah.
paper.
rock.
Now for the 4th of July,
No,
we need
no.
to get another. We need to get a couple more of our guys, so we have 250 years worth.
250 years.
There we
There you
go.
go.
Yeah, we'll have to have our 250th one, huh?
Yeah. Tim Brown, that puts pressure on you because that adds about, 50 more years?
That adds about 50, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's Tim.
right.
We're
That
missing
will do
Tim.
it. We'll do it.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
Well,
I
maybe
want to thank you.
Irv will be back too, and we can do the over 250.
Oh, yeah, that'll put put us way up there.
Yep.
Well, guys, thank you a ton for joining me with this. This was a great topic, Jim. Thanks for throwing the
Yeah.
topic up there at the This was a
Yeah,
last
Jim,
minute
thank
thing
you.
we threw
Thank you.
together.
Yeah.
That,
It was.
great topic, excellent
It
topic,
was,
and have a lot of fun. So we'll start with the goodbyes. Start with Jim.
Yep. GTP Facebook group. It's all racing sports cars. Check it out.
Yeah, I have to say it is a neat group. If you haven't checked, there are some amazing builders on that group. Neat.
Yes, yes, there is. Yes, there is.
Yeah, Mr. Hobby Dude.
And I'm Mark Batson, Hobby Dude 007 on YouTube and Facebook.
That guy.
I'm Fred Pappy Henry, West Georgia Rides and Customs on YouTube, Instagram, and on Facebook. And you also find me on the Skies Right Here Facebook group.
Oh yeah, he's all over the place, causing all kinds of hectic.
Yeah.
And this is me, Luka C, aka Matt. And you guys already know me. You're on my channel. You know where it's at and everything. And we just want to do cool, fun model car stuff here. That's what it's
Yes.
about. And
Why?
why? Yeah, because it
Why?
is fun.
It's fun.
It's fun, but I gotta, we gotta have Fred do his. I like your call out, dude. We kind of took it from your channel. You say it all the time, but I like that you brought it here. So go ahead and say
Yep.
it. It's
I'm
words to
glad-
live by.
I'm glad to be a part of this. And as I always close out everything, folks, if you can dream it, build it. God bless
That's
y'all.
100%. That's better than gluing your fingers together.
Wait a minute.
Irene.
We missed Irv tonight.
Oh, we didn't do a click.
Oh,
See, Irvin, you don't come on, Irvin, and you messed the whole thing.
Got my
Okay, we
fingers
got to
crossed.
start all over. You guys ready for this? Let's just start over again.
All right, here we go. I can't do it now.
wait a minute.
Darn Darth Vader.
Oh, I'm not getting that. It's covered up right
And
now.
that's a wrap.
That is a wrap. So
Yeah, that's a wrap.
we don't have Irvin to say his favorite part, so I'll just do it. Here's the producers.
What's our topic tonight?
Oh,
How did I word that? Let me get this down.
using non-hobby related materials to enhance your models.
Is that a good title?
Sounds good.
That
to
seems
me.
rather wordy, man.
I used to get paid good money to put lipstick on the pig of how to write stuff.
I know. I've been racking my brains of what would be because it does. It seems too wordy.
Well, that's me.
The return of low buck high tech.
Yeah, there you
Roebuck
go.
High Tech.
Putting lipstick on the pig. How about that?
I don't know if Randy's got that copyrighted or not. But I don't.
Thing is, there's always something at whether it's Hobby Lobby or Michael's or somewhere. If you just walk up every aisle, you can find something you can use.
Oh yeah.
Oh, every time the missus wanted to go, I was on board with that.
Oh heck
Sure,
yeah.
let's go. Well, speaking of wordy, Fred, I'm kind of ready to go.
Wow.
Wow.
Jim, you got me beat now, bro.
They're all bullet points too. Well, he asked. He's going to receive. So.
I'll be on my best behavior.
No, I doubt it.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Marvin the Martian.
Oh God. We were talking about Marvin the Martian this morning.
That's a great hat. I didn't even notice it. Did you have that hat on the whole time?
Yep, he's my man.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's
I think
funny.
when we started, I was like, damn, we were talking about Marvin the Martian in the shop this morning. And
That's my golf hat. I get a lot of grief for it.
And his laser, what was it? His laser.
I'm so angry. Ooh, so
You
very,
make me so
very
angry.
What is it? The Q238 space module
Modulated.
modulator blow up planet Earth.
Diludium 238.
There you go. Diluting
There
it
you
to
go.
38.
Oh my God.
That's one of my favorite. I love that. I want one. The Martian.
Mine,
I love that
mine,
hat.
mine was the Foghorn Leghorn, where he would
Oh,
drag.
You know what?
He,
You kind of
he,
remind me of Foghorn Leghorn.
he
I
would
can
drag
understand.
the dog out. He'd drag the dog out of the doghouse and just.
Waff.
I say, boy.
I swear there, boy. I think I'll just paddle your ass. I'll tell guys in the shop that sometimes they really tick me off. I'll look at them. I'll go, I say there, boy. I'm gonna paddle your ass. Then they call HR.
Yeah, they'll line them right
Then
up.
we have, then we have
Speaking of HR, this was in my office at work, and I would come in the mornings, and it would always be turned around. I'm like, get a grip, people.
it's because it has
Oh
a
man,
gun.
lighten up.
Has a gun on it. You know.
Oh,
No,
you didn't
look,
see the
look,
other
look at
hand.
the other hand.
Oh, I didn't even
That's
see
for
that.
you, Fred.
Yeah.
He's telling you you're number one.
It's the only modification I did to it.
Oh, you did that, huh?
Yeah, I did that.
Oh, nice.